What do YouTubers do? We pick a topic and then we talk about it really authoritatively, like we know what we're talking about. Hi. Hello. You have chosen to crouch at me. I don't know why. Oh, Miles Morales! Anyway, we pick a topic. We say stuff about it super authoritatively. It gets 1 million views, and then Mr. Beast hands you the key to the city. That's what happens. So, topic for the day. Alright, topic for the day. I personally have decided now that I believe that corvids should be reclassified as a sentient species. I think they should officially be classified as a sentient species. Okay? Because when you look at how crows behave, you look at how a crow behaves. Okay? They're out here in groups. They have such incredible... They have generational memory. That alone should get them in there. Yeah, I think we as a society need to really seriously rework our definition of sentient. Because it kind of hinges on, like, a lot of very, like, subjective based on cultural setup. Like, opinions of, like, the solidity of a soul or whatever. A lot of people think, oh, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to talk about this. But I'm gonna talk really authoritatively, so I sound like I know what my opinions are. But like genuinely, I think we need to rework our definition of the term sentient, because a lot of it was based on like old definitions of like souls or specific like cultural things. So a lot of different places have different opinions of what sentient means. But I definitely think crows should be in there. Crows should be in there so hard. Dang. Crows should be in there so much because they have actually ended... They, one, have generational memory. Two, they can hold grudges. I think anything that can hold a grudge, that just proves, you know? They can form opinions. They can decide to put the energy in to hold a grudge. Okay? Seriously. Their intelligence and cleverness alone, corvids can play tic-tac-toe. These guys are awesome. I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. But whatever. Oh, this is such a pretty bubble! It's so pretty! It's so pretty! Can you tell I have ADHD? Anyways. What in the... Pickaxe! Yes! How considerate of you. Considerate. Thank you. Where's chest 3? There should be a third chest. Anyways. Crows hold grudges. Crows, not even just crows, just corvids in general. They show compassion, they hold grudges, they have generational memory, and they build tools. We should, what is it? I think it's like our cowardice as a species that we value our own like apex predator in charge of the planet status so much. I think that's probably one of the only actual reasons we haven't reclassified stuff like corvids as a fully sentient species all on their own. Okay? We want to be in charge. We want to hold our place on this planet. Okay? You know, the idea that another species could be sentient threatens a whole lot of stuff and how a lot of humans view our place in the world. You know? But genuinely, the intelligence of these species... Oh, Hiccup! Hiccup Haddock from How Dragon to Your Train. Oh, hey! Yay! Oh, I didn't mean to hit him with a shovel. Really, I think the reason we haven't actually done this and fully classified them as their own species is because, one, that would mean we would have to give them rights, and we all know how difficult that is. And two, it would threaten our idea that humans are superior to every other animal and species on this planet that we've kind of had for the entirety of the time we've been, like, agrarian. Not the entirety of the time. Not everyone, also. I mean, like, I'm American, so I've seen a lot of humans thinking they're better than everybody else. We've had a lot of that as a society, as a species. Anybody else being here and valued like that would threaten our position. So we simply kind of refuse. But, like, given numerous types of scientific, like, research on crows and corvids and all that, by all accounts, they should be considered, like, their own actual species. They should be considered people. I think animals in general should be considered people. I think it's really dumb that we don't consider them people most of the time. I think it's mean. I think it's wrong. We're doing well. We're doing well. Yeah. They deserve better. They deserve respect. They deserve a kinder world to them. You know? Because they are just, like, fully independent species. They can actually take care of injured members of their species to heal them. Oh, hey, oh my gosh! Legitimately. Like, I'm not gonna go back into the game. I'm now just gonna talk about this, because I feel the need to talk about it. Because I'm very opinionated about this subject. It may be an unpopular opinion. People might go, oh no, let them evolve for another couple bajillion years before giving them that. No. I think they deserve it now. I think they deserve it now. Okay? You know, I'm gonna go to the friggin' housing parkour to talk about this. Okay? I found my opinionated thing. I could go to the Tummy Island to talk about this. No, I've already been in this parkour. No. Okay, I need some friggin'... I need a good parkour to talk about this. Okay? I know what I mean. Okay, it's just... Ooh, Barbie. Whoa. That's dark. Anyways. Why is it so dark? Goodness. Why is it so dark? Alright, I have my parkour now. I'm not gonna shut up about this. Okay? I look at corvids, I see how they behave. Those are just people. Those are just whole people, okay? They give crows their civil rights, like, now. I'm not saying make them, like, I don't know, beholden to our government or whatever. You know, like, I'm not saying make them, like, US citizens or whatever. I'm saying, hey, society, reclassify corvids as a sentient, individual, independent species. Okay? Look at them. It takes, like, not even an hour of intentionally learning about corvids to go, oh, yeah. Yeah, no, those are just, like, whole people. Okay? You know, they shouldn't have to wait until they develop human understandable language to have this. No. Let's include them. They should join. Let them have this. You know? Seriously, they're so smart. They're so ridiculously smart. Okay, I think all animals really should be considered people, like, regardless of intelligence, because I think it's seriously. No, I don't know how to explain it. But, okay, I'm making the case for the corvids right now. Those are just like whole sentient people. They've got to be, reclassify them right now. I don't know what the word is scientifically for it, but like, come on. We all know it. They should be considered like a whole sapient species. Okay, they can hold generational grudges, meaning they can they can like tell their children. They can explain to their children to hate you because you were mean to them. Okay, they are so clever. They are so funky. Okay, I would not be surprised if crows didn't already have some form of like actual straight up language. They're so intelligent. Seriously. Like, the amount of birds that I genuinely believe should just be classified as sapient whole species, just all on their own, it's a lot. Seriously. I think the reason we're not doing it is because humans are still scared, okay? We feel threatened by the concept that something else could also be like us. That's dumb. We should include the others, okay? You know? It's also their planet. They're also here. Okay? We shouldn't be like, okay, just because we're like the eldest children or whatever, like the first kids to figure out how to open the Wi-Fi, doesn't mean we shouldn't let the other kids play the video games too. That's a really bad analogy, but you know what I mean? You know? Okay, we're all on the planet, and parrots can straight up say sentences. Whole sentences. It is miraculous to me that they are not considered like whole sentient people. I don't care if it's less sophisticated or complicated to us. Whole sentences. Okay? A toddler can say stuff. There are parrots that are better at grammar than certain toddlers. Okay? Seriously. It isn't even just birds. I think it's dumb that animals aren't considered sapient people. It's dumb. Okay, what? Just because they don't talk? Just because they can't drive a car and pay taxes and generate capital? No. That's dumb. Okay? Give crows their civil rights. Parrots can ask you to give them cereal with those words. Parrots can go want cereal. Polly want a cracker, literally. Parrots can literally tell you, hey, I'm communicating a need out loud in English. That's just sentience behavior. It is frankly so incredible to me that we don't widespread just consider them people at this point. It is wild to me that we don't do it. Okay, I'm circling back to the threat thing. Like what are we gonna lose? We're already the apex predators of like this entire planet. Are we so threatened? We built nukes. Why are we so... Are we threatened? Do we think the parrots are gonna build better nukes than us? They don't have thumbs. But they don't need thumbs to deserve, like, acknowledgement. Because they're just out here... They've just straight up evolved actual language. Just because they're speaking the languages that they hear around them and didn't make up the language themselves doesn't mean it isn't language. They're speaking languages. Like, come on! You know? And I know this is things that have been said a bajillion times on the internet, but I'm, like, genuinely so... Like, I know we have our own issues, societally, in this day and age, to be dealing with. Ignore that I failed this jump so many times. I know we have our own, like, current day and age issues. But, like... Come on. Just Just let them join already. Like, seriously. They're just whole people. I think part of it is if we consider them people, then we're not allowed to mess with their habitats anymore. But I mean, hey. I think that's a dumb reason not to. Like, I think it, like, mildly disadvantages us to consider them, like, sapient, sentient, intelligent beings. And that's probably why. It's the feeling threatened. It's the idea that we might lose out on some of the stuff that we have claimed as ours right now. Humans are super territorial. As a species, we're very territorial. You know, if we have something, we do not want to lose it. The amount of humans having a thing and then resorting to just incredibly way more intense a reaction than you probably should have at the thought of losing it. Even stuff that isn't all that important. Even, like, things other than your house or your children or your life. Humans get so intense and territorial over things we consider to be, like, stuff we're in charge of. We need to get over that. It's like toddler behavior. Okay? We as a species, I think, are at the stage of, no, you can't use my Lincoln logs. They're mine. And it's stupid, and we need to get over it. Okay? There are so many species on this planet that definitely deserve... I think they all deserve legal personhood. But there are so many species I'm talking about that are just... It's so stupid to say that... Not stupid. Willingly obtuse. To look at them and go, no, they're not sentient. That's just a bird. Girl, that bird can look at you and go, hey, I'm hungry. Could I have some food? Could I have some food, please? Or, hey, can you turn off the light? Or, like, it's not just meaningless mimicry. They can go and understand words and then say them to get things. At what point, okay, what do they need to do? No math? Do they need to understand math? Okay. Let them have their freaking classification of sapience. I don't know what the situation is, but come on, we as a society, we gotta be better than this here. Come on. You look at how birds behave, and you look me in the creepy ghost eyes. You look at how corvids behave. You look at a parrot talking to a person, and you tell me that isn't, like, just full-on sentience. Okay, this sounds like teenage conspiracy theory behavior, but I mean, I don't care. Do I look like I care? Stare into my eyes here, chat. I'm not live, but I don't care. It's a useful term. It's only one syllable. It's good. Look at me here. Why in the world are we as a society not considering them straight up sapient beings? They hold long-term generational grudges. They can teach their children which people are bad. They can learn to play tic-tac-toe. They can learn to help keep one of their... They show compassion. They will free each other from like, cages and traps. For the hell of it. Just because. They will do it to their own detriment. They will do it when it's dangerous or inconvenient for them. They know... There are crows making tools. There are crows making tools to make other tools with. There are numerous... These birds are keeping each other alive while they're injured long enough for a bone to heal. What do they need to do? Do they need to make fire? Birds have been weaponizing fire to their own well-being to get food for, like, so long. Birds have been setting stuff on fire to get food out of it for so long. When do they get their sentience and sapience? When do we acknowledge it? Okay, I'm on my little parkour podium here. When are we going to give them their frickin' acknowledgement of sapience? Come on. It's their turn on the Xbox here. Let them have it. Okay, we have our own stuff. Why are we hogging things? Come on. Come on. We gotta step up here. We gotta step up here. Let them have their frickin' rights. Let the crows have their rights. And parrot. I'm focusing on birds here. I mean pretty much all the animals. I think it's, frankly, so dumb. So dumb they don't have legal personhood, because our foundation of personhood is shaped by a lot of cultural stuff and what we deem convenient for us when we make the rules and a lot of stuff, and we don't want to deem animals like that legal persons because that would mean they have rights and we're not allowed to screw with their habitats or kill them. But I mean, come on. I'm not even making a veganism argument here. I'm not even talking about meat. I'm talking about just like, come on. Come on here. I've made my point. I've made my point. No, I'm probably not gonna, like, start any kind of, like, whole revolution here. But I mean, come on! Come on, my 60 subscribers on YouTube. Rise up. Give the crows their rights. Okay? They have nothing to lose but their chains. Okay? And also their habitats. Come on. Come on. Give them their legal personhood. Come on. You know you wanna. You know you wanna. It would be so cool. Come on. We're always yelling, hey, are we alone in the universe? We've already had sentient species we acknowledged to have been sentient. Okay? They were just also human-shaped and extinct. Okay? There are other species that are just like whole people. Come on. Come on. Anyway, I'm gonna end this rant here, or else I will continue and just keep on saying the same things. Okay? Rights for Crows 2025. Come on, guys. Go, go, go. We can do it. This was just screwing around at first, but those are my genuine opinions. Anyway, I'm gonna do some parkour now. See you in the next episode of I Hate Sky Wars. Bye! Oh my god.